Her mother consoles her, but Danny was inconsolable. She's crying like a child in her mother's arms, like every burden and heartaches in on her tears, and she needed to let it out. Ilang minuto din ang lumipas bago napakalma ni Danny ang sarili. Nagpasalamat siya at hinayaan siya ng magulang niyang magsalita kung kailan siya komportable. Who would have thought that Alexander Aragon is Alex's true father? Hindi ko inaasahan ito. Wow! Wika ng ina na para bang hindi makapaniwala sa mga narinig. Neither do I, sigunda ng ama niya. What will you do now? I guess he wants to see Alex. Pahayag ng ama na para bang naiintindihan ang nararamdaman ni Lex. Yes, he wants to spend time with Alex, sagot niya. Pinilit ko ang sarili kong intindihin si Lex. He wants to make up for the lost time. But I can't just let Alex go with him. Am I being selfish? Tanong niya. Umiling ang ina at hinawakan ang kamay ni Danny at marahang pinisil. No, of course not. Ina ka at natural lang na isipin mo ang kapakanan ni Alex. Nasa sayo ang desisyon, Danny. Pero kung gusto mong pakinggan ang payo ko, mas mabuting bigyan mo sila ng panahong magkasama. It would be good for Alex to spend time with his father. Without your comfort, I might say. Alex needs to really feel his father's presence. It might be difficult for him and to you, but it will be good in the long run. Paliwanag ng ina. Pero hindi ko alam ang plano ni Lex. He asked me to marry him, and now he is demanding to spend time with Alex. That man is impossible to understand. Reklamo niya at napangiti sa ina niya. Then, let Alex decide what he wants. Kung gusto niyang makilala ang ama niya, wala tayong magagawa. The only thing we can do is make sure that he will not be hurt in the process. With the story you told, there's animosity between the two of you. And I'm sorry for being the reason why you broke up. Umiling si Danny at magsasalita na sana upang sabihin sa ama na wala itong kasalanan. It was her faulty and Lex, pero pinigilan siya ng amang magsalita. I admire your loyalty to me, Danny. But we both know the truth. I can tell you how much sorry I am, and there is nothing I can do now to change the past. Pero ito ang masisiguro ko sa'yo. I will not anyone hurt you and Alex. Ilang sandaling hindi makapagsalita si Danny, at nang nakabawi ay kumalas siya sa pagkakayakap ng ina, at tumakbo sa nakahandang braso nito, at niyakap siya ng mahigpit. Naramdaman niya ang paghalik nito sa tuktok ng ulo niya, at sinubsob ni Danny ang mukha sa dibdib ng ama. Napabuga ito ng hininga at nakonsensya si Danny sa pasanin na ibinigay niya sa magulang. Why can't our child had a less drama when it comes to their love life? Reklamo nito at narinig niyang tumawa ang ina sa likuran. Nanlaki ang mata ni Danny nang maintindihan ang sinabi ng ama, pero ilang sandali lang ay napangiti siya. Did Darren tell you about Marley? Excited na tanong niya. She really likes Marley, and she can't for the time that they will be able to spend time as a family. Her father still, and Danny looked up. You mean you know? Tanong nito kay Danny. Nagdalawang isip na sumagot si Danny, pero sa huli ay tumango siya. Yes, but Darren made me promise not to tell the both of you, habol niya. Napailing ang ama niya at binitiwan siya. I think I will retire now. This is stressing me out, wika nito. Pero hindi nakaligtas kay Danny ay ang ngiti nito. At dahil doon ay alam ni Danny na nagbibiro lang ang ama. Don't mind that old man, bulong ng ina niya nang huminto sa tabi. You better get some sleep. Don't think too much and rest, you will need that for tomorrow, she said bago sumunod sa ama niya. Danny smiled while looking at the retreating figure of her parents. Hindi niya alam kung anong ginawa niya sa nakaraang buhay niya at binigyan siya ng Diyos ng napakabuting mga magulang. Chapter 10. Danny opened her eyes and just stared at the ceiling, not really excited to face the day. Bago siya matulog at maging sa paggising niya ay si Lex pa rin ang laman ng isip niya. She dreaded to face him later, but at the same time looking forward to saw his face. Napasabunot siya sa sariling buhok at iniisip kung hindi niya magawang tignan si Lex na isang normal na lalaki at hindi ang lalaking dahilan ng pagtambol ng puso niya. Marahil ay hindi siya mahihirapan ng ganito. Nasa ganong pag-iisip si Danny nang bumukas ang pinto ng kwarto niya at pumasok si Alex na hawak sa isang kamay ang laruang eroplano at nakakusot naman ang isang kamay sa mata nito. "Mama!" wika nito at umakyat sa kama niya at nahiga sa tabi ni Danny. "I want pancakes and milk," utos nito, pero nakapikit na. Niyakap ni Danny ang anak at inaamot ang buhok nito. For some reason, it made her calm and a little bit nervous. "Baby?" "Mommy, I'm not baby anymore and I'm sleeping," sagot nito. Natawa si Danny pero ilang sandali lang ay sumeryoso ang mukha niya. "Do you want to see Daddy?" Tanong niya at napakunot ang noo sa sinabi. "Daddy?" For some reason, Danny can think of Lex as Daddy. Maybe a formal one, like father or dad? Bumukas ang mata ni Alex at nagsalubong ang kilay nito na parabang ang lalim ng iniisip. Ilang sandali lang ay tumingin ito kay Danny at nakita niya ang mga luhang nag-aambang pumatak sa mga mata nito. "Can I see him?" Tanong nito pero nakita ni Danny hindi ito umaasa ng magandang sagot mula kay Danny. For a long time, Alex longed for a father, and every time he asked about his father, Danny tried so hard to evade the question. And as time passed, Alex stopped arguing her. But Danny was not for a moment think that her son was not itching to ask her so many questions. "Yes," she added. Bumangon ito at naupo sa kama. "Will he like me?" Naupo na rin si Danny at hinawakan ang mukha ng anak niya. "Of course, baby. Excited siyang makita ka at makasama ka. He miss you." "Really?" he said in a breathy voice. Nang tumango si Danny ay biglang tumayo si Alex. Nakakunot ang noo ni Danny at nagtaka kung anong ginagawa nito. She opens her mouth to say something when Alex screamed so hard that Danny's eyes widened and stunned for a moment. She can't move. Nang mahimasmasan ay hinawakan niya ang anak at hinila palapit sa kanya. Nag-aalalang tinignan niya ang anak. "Okay ka lang?" Tumango ito at malaking ngiti ang ibinigay sa kanya. "Santa is real," sagot nito na lalo lang nagpagulo kay Danny. Bago pa man niya matanong kung anong ibig sabihin nito, ay bumukas ang pinto ng kwarto niya at sunod-sunod na pumasok ang ina, ang ama, pati na rin ang ilang kasambahay nila. "Oh my God, what happened, Danny?" Nag-aalalang tanong ng ina at nilapitan sila sa kama. "I have a daddy!" Putol ni Alex sa sasabihin niya. Tumalon-talon ito sa kama at sumigaw ulit. "Mamo, pupo, I have a daddy!" "Oh my God!" wika ni Danny at napahilot sa sentido niya dahil sa kakulitan ng anak habang ang ina na nasa kwarto niya ay natawa sa inasal ni Alex. On the other hand, Lex enters the house that once he looked up. Minsan niyang hinahatid si Danny noon pauwi at minsan ay iniimbitahan siya ni Danny na pumasok at ipakilala sa magulang niya na mabilis namang tinanggihan ni Lex. Hindi niya alam kung ang pride niya ba ang dahilan, pero nangako siya noon na hindi papasok sa bahay na ito hanggang wala pa siyang napapatunayan at ang estado nilang dalawa ay hindi na ganun kalayo. And Lex kept that promise. Only, it was different this time. Tinignan niya ang paligid. It was grand and speaks money, but it was different. Lex penthouse or mansions, he thought. There was a homey feeling in this house. Something he hadn't felt before. Nilapitan niya ang isang display cabinet na kinalalagyan ng maraming litrato. Isa-isa niyang tinignan ang mga ito hanggang tumigil siya na makita ang batang version ni Danny. Nakasuot ito ng uniforme at malawak ang ngiti habang hawak-hawak ang diploma. Lex can still remember the younger version of Danny. She was a freshman in college when they first met, younger than him. But Lex didn't mind it a little bit. Danny's innocence was a fresh welcome on his fuck-up life. Bago niya makilala si Danny ay kontento na si Lex sa dating buhay niya. He grows up on slum and only had a diploma in high school. He committed petty crimes in order to survive. Alam niyang hindi maiintindihan ng iba ang mga ginawa niya. kahit si Danny ay walang alam sa naging buhay niya. He tried to hide it to her dahil hindi niya alam kung anong magiging reaksyon nito noon. Nang makilala niya si Danny ay nagsumikap siya at sa unang pagkakataon ay nangarap na makaalis sa squatter na tinitirhan niya. Gusto niyang ipakita kay Danny at sa mga magulang nito na kaya niyang ibigay lahat ang pangangailangan ni Danny, na ang batang tambay sa kanto at kawatan ay may mararating din. Nilipat ni Lex ang tingin sa larawang katabi ni Danny. It was Alex on his first birthday. Kita sa mukha nito ang kasiyahan at maging si Danny na hawak-hawak ang anak nila. Alam ni Lex na malakas ang loob ni Danny na kalabanin siya dahil kaya nitong ibigay ang pangangailangan ng anak nila. Walang kayang ibigay si Lex maliban sa material na bagay. Lumaki siya na hindi kilala ang ama. He grew up as a hard man at hindi niya alam kung paano kumilos sa harap ng anak nila. He don't do well with emotions. Nakita niya ang epekto sa ina niya nang iwanan ito ng ama. Danny was the only one who almost tore down his defenses at nangako siyang hindi niya bibigyan ang ibang tao ng kakayahan na saktan siya. Alexander! Wika ni Darius at napalingon si Lex. Inilahad nito ang kamay na tinanggap naman ni Alex. Hindi nakaligtas sa kanya ang matalim na tingin nito, maging sa ina ni Danny nang makalapit ito sa kanila. Hindi ito pinansin ni Lex at halip ay inilipat ang tingin nang makita si Danny na papalapit sa kanila. Lex! Wika ni Danny nang makalapit. Danny, sagot ni Lex. Tinitigan niya si Danny at kahit pinamumulahan na ito ng mukha at hindi na din komportable sa mga titig niya, ay hindi inaalis ni Lex ang tingin. Bumukas ang bibig pero ilang sandali lang ay tinikom nito at tumikhim. Napatingin ito sa baba at alam ni Lex na naiilang ito sa tingin niya. Pero alam niyang hindi siya napagsasabihan nito sa harap ng magulang. Danny is wearing a summer dress that ended mid-thigh. It was not sexy though, aside from the V-neck that revealed her chest and the ample swell of her breast. Lex immediately felt the effect of her in his groin. He shifted and silently cursed himself in losing control. Her parents might seem oblivious of his hard-on, but not Danny. A blush on her face was not helping him to control his desire for the woman. Mommy! Mommy! Sabay silang napatingin sa batang tumakbo papunta kay Danny at niyakap ito ng huminto. Parang nabato si Lex sa kinatatayuan nang makita ang anak niya. He saw some picture but nothing compared to the reality. The unfamiliar emotion swelled in his chest and Lex felt dizzy with the emotion. He staggered and if not for the hands that helped him, he might fall. Alexander, are you okay? Tanong ni Darius. Walang mabuong sagot sa utak ni Lex. He wanted to laugh at the absurdity of the question. Is he okay? Of course, he's not. He wanted to run, to hide from the emotions that threatened to come out. He hated this. He hated not able to control his emotions. Mommy, he looks like me. Wika ni Alex sa ina, pero hindi ito nakaligtas sa pandinig ni Lex. Nang makita ng bata na nakatingin si Lex dito, ay nagtago ito sa likod ni Danny. Doon lang napansin ni Lex ang hawak nitong laruan. Wala man siyang alam pagdating sa mga bata, pero alam niyang hindi siya magkakamali kung eroplano lang ang pag-uusapan. Naupo si Danny upang magkapantay ng anak. Ngumiti ito at ginulo ang buhok nito na hindi nagustuhan ni Alex. Do you know who he is? Nilapit nito ang bibig kay Danny pero hindi nito binabaan, kaya narinig nilang lahat ang tanong nito. It's Daddy, right? Nahagip ni Lex ang hininga at hinintay ang isasagot ni Danny. Lex was pretty sure that Danny will answer no. Hindi niya alam kung anong napag-usapan ng mga ito. He based his opinion based on Darius' reactions. Maybe Danny already poisoned his son's mind. He doesn't know the whole story. Pero inaasahan niyang hindi niya magugustuhan ang isasagot niya. But the next word escaped from her mouth surprises Lex. Yes, sagot nito at nakita ni Lex kung gaano kahirap dito ang sabihin ang totoo. He might sympathize on the other time. But now his mind was on the reaction of his son after hearing the truth. He His eyes widened for only a fraction of seconds before he beamed and that smile directed on him. Tumakbo ito palapit sa kanya at niyakap ang mga tuhod niya. Lex stilled for only a second and removed Alex's hands on him before sitting so that they see eye to eye. Mommy said we're going on the park, but she doesn't want to tell me where. It is okay if I bring my favorite toy? Tanong nito at itinaas ang kamay na may hawak na laruang eroplano. Mommy gave it to me on my first birthday, but she doesn't know anything about planes. Reklamo nito at hindi napigilan ni Lex ang mapangiti. Pero sabi ni Mommy na marami kang alam sa airplane. Marahil nagmana ako sa'yo, pagmamalaki nito. Lex was surprised at his son's easiness to him. He looked straight on his son's shoulder and saw Danny's tearful but smiling face. Nagsisi si Lex sa naisip niya kanina. Marahil dahil sa nangyari sa kanila noon, kaya nag-iba ang tingin niya kay Danny at nakalimutan niya na ito ay hindi masamang tao. It's a surprise. But yes, you can bring your favorite toy. Sagot niya sa anak at nakita niyang nagustuhan nito ang sagot. Lex almost breathed a sigh of relief for not fucking up the first time he met his son. Mommy! Sigaw nito at tumalon pero ilang sandali lang ay natahimik ito at napakunot ang noo. Kinabahan si Lex at hindi napigilang tumingin kay Danny at tinatanong kung anong problema. Nagkibit balikat lang ito na para bang walang problema. But Lex was new to this one. Everything's okay, Alex? Tanong ni Amanda sa apo nang ilang sandali na rin itong tahimik. Mommy said Daddy's name is Alexander? But I am Alexander, wika nito. Nagulat din ang iba sa tanong ni Alex. Pero ilang sandali lang ay nagtawanan ang mga ito. Maging si Lex ay hindi naiwasan na matawa sa tanong ng anak niya. Marahil ay hindi nito alam na pwedeng magkapareho ang pangalan ng ibang tao. Which begged the question, why Danny named their son after him? Hindi niya alam ang sagot dito. Pero hindi na mapigilan ni Lex na maging masaya. Sumabay si Danny sa palabas ng bahay at hinatid ang dalawa sa kotse ni Lex na nakaparada sa labas ng bahay nila. Nakatayo sa tabi nito ang driver ni Lex at di pinansin ang init sa labas. Tinignan ni Danny si Lex at hindi makapaniwala na hinayaan lang nito ang driver na maghintay sa labas. Nagkibit balikat lang si Lex na lalo lang nagpainis kay Danny. Binuksan ng driver nito ang pinto sa likod at naghintay na pumasok ang dalawa. Huminto si Lex sa paglalakad at hinarap si Danny. Stop giving me that look, Danny, wika nito. What look? Pagmamaang-maangan ni Danny. Did you think that I can take care of my own child? Of course, well maybe, pero hindi sa rason na iniisip mo, Lex. It's just Alex sometimes can be unpredictable. And you having experience dealing child's tantrum might felt overwhelmed, sagot ni Danny. Lex smirked. Gusto mo lang sumama. You know you can, right? Wika nito, but Danny scoffed. Alam ni Danny na hindi totoo ang sinabi nito. Pinaglalaroan lang siya nito at kahit alam ni Danny iyon, ay hindi niya mapigilang mainis. For a moment at gustong tumango ni Danny dahil alam niyang wala itong magagawa. Gusto niya lang makita itong magalit pero naalala niya ang sinabi ng ina. They both need this and Danny will not do them a favor if she tag along. Whether she like it or not, Lex will be a constant figure in Alex's life. Mabuting magkaroon ito ng magandang relasyon. Ang 4 na taon na nawala, na hindi nagkasama ang mag-ama ay hindi naman maibabalik. Pero pwede namang bumawi si Lex. Umiling si Danny. No, please take care of Alex and enjoy your time. Wika niya at halatang nagulat ito. Nang makabawi ay tumango si Lex. I will. Lex looked at the sleeping form of his son beside him. Nakaunan ito sa hita niya at hindi pansin ang paggalaw ng sasakyan dahil mahimbing pa rin ang tulog nito. Napangiti si Lex nang maalala ang ginawa nila ng anak kanina. They visited museums and parks and ate lots of candies and ice cream. Alam niyang masama ito and he tried to forbid Alex and the least looks Alex gave to him made Lex a bad person. In the end, ay ito ang nasunod. Alam niyang sa oras na malaman ni Danny ang ginawa nila kanina ay magagalit ito. But of course, Alex promised not to tell her mother. Lex is tired for trying to catch up with his son's energy, but it looks like his age was catching up on him. 34, relatively young, but he felt 64. But Lex can't remember being this happy. Maybe a long time ago, but not on his recent memories. He was so busy chasing deals and making money, and even though he had a lot, it was never enough. Hindi siya nakaramdam ng ganito kasaya, nor content. Nang huminto ang sasakyan ay naghintay muna si Lex sa senyas bago lumabas ng sasakyan. Security is first and foremost for him, and he take to another level now, not because Danny asked to take care of their son, but Lex felt protective when it comes to Alex. This kind of emotions is new to him, but he welcomed it. Bubukas ang pinto ng sasakyan at tinignan ni Lex ang driver. "Sir, okay na po." Tumango si Lex at lumabas ng sasakyan bago yumuko at binuhat si Alex. Nagulat siya nang pag-ikot niya ay nasa harap niya si Danny. "What happened?" Nag-aalalang tanong nito nang makitang karga nito si Alex. Hindi alam ni Lex kung masasaktan ba siya sa tanong nito o matatawa. He know Danny had no faith in him, in taking care of their child, and it's understandable. But the woman don't know how to delegate. "He fall asleep," sagot ni Lex. "Pass him to me." Wika nito at hindi napigilan ni Lex na mapangiti. "You do realize that Alex is not a kid anymore. He's heavy for you and beside it might wake him up," sagot ni Alex. Napakunot ang noo ni Danny at alam ni Lex na hindi nito nagustuhan ang sagot niya. Naglakad siya at iniwan ito. Pinagbuksan siya ng katulong at pumasok si Lex sa bahay ni Danny. Huminto siya sa malawak na sala nito dahil hindi niya alam kung nasaan ang kwarto ng anak niya. "Alexander, narito ka na pala." Oh, mukhang napagod ata si Alex. "Danny, don't just stand there. Lead Lex to Alex's room and come down immediately. Dinner is ready." Utos nito at doon lang napansin ni Lex ang apron na suot nito. He had no idea of the level of domesticity the older woman adopted. Alam niyang dati itong sikat na model, bago pa man makilala si Darius. Minsan ay nakwento noon ni Danny ang tungkol sa ina at sa mga tulong nito sa kanya. But of course, hindi naisip ni Lex na ito mismo ang nag-aalaga sa anak. He thought that rich people doesn't have time to take care of their child and rely with the help. This way, wika ni Danny na pumutol sa iniisip ni Lex. Sumunod siya dito at umakyat sila sa hagdan at huminto sa dulo ng pasilyo. Binuksan ito ni Danny at hindi na nagulat si Lex nang makita ang kwarto ng anak. Pero ang display cabinet nito ay ibang istorya. He knows about his son's love of planes. Pero hindi niya inaasahan na marami itong koleksyon. He loves planes and Alex is spoiled by my father and Darren. Paliwanag ni Danny nang mapansin ang pagka-interes ni Lex sa koleksyon ng anak. Tumango si Lex, hindi maiwasang mainggit. Dapat siya ang nagbibigay at nag-aalaga sa anak, imbes na ibang tao. Pero alam niyang wala siyang magagawa dahil pamilya din ito ng anak niya. Lex lay Alex on his bed, and Danny covered Alex before kissing his forehead. Tumingin ito kay Lex at inihilig nito ang ulo sa direksyon ni Lex. Alam ni Lex ang gusto nito, but Lex remained standing on his position. He hated being intimate and maybe his son is the exception. But he doesn't like displaying his emotions in front of others, even if it's Danny. "Can you wait for me outside?" Wika niya at hindi inaasahan na papayagan ni Danny. Tumango ito. "Of course." Chapter 11. Napatingin si Lex sa paligid habang binabagtas ang daan patungo sa opisina ni Danny. The ground floor consists of rentable spaces and the top floor is an open space except for Danny's office. Nang makarating sa itaas ay nakita niyang madaming tao. Napaisip siya kung bakit hindi na lamang siya tumawag at ipaalam kay Danny na pupunta siya. Nasanay siyang siya lang lagi ang pinupuntahan. He stands on the sideline and immediately spotted Danny. She was busy directing her model and capturing every frame, but her model was different from what he expected. They are not swimwear models or the typical model you will see in the magazines. In fact, they are the total opposite. Hindi maintindihan ni Lex kung ano ang ginagawa nito. Ang alam niya na natili pa ring exclusive photographer si Danny ng isang sikat na magazines. Anong ginagawa mo dito? Napatingin si Lex sa pinanggalingan ng boses. Nakita niya si Arya na nakatingin sa kanya at halatang hindi ito masaya na nandito siya. Nang una niyang makita ito sa opisina ni Danny, ay alam niya kaagad na hindi siya gusto nito. As much as Lex doesn't mind it, he was curious as what was the reason behind the woman's hostility on him. I'm looking for Danny. Sagot ni Lex at bumalik ang tingin kay Danny. The woman cut on his gaze and stood angrily in front of him. Nakakrus ang braso nito at nakataas ang isang kilay. She was tall and almost matched him eye to eye. May naisip ka na naman bang bagong pang-blackmail sa kanya? Ano na naman ang gusto mo ngayon? Wika nito na silang dalawa lang ang nakakarinig, pero naroon ang galit sa boses nito. Lex looked at her coldly and shrugged. He doesn't owe anyone an explanation. Hindi niya pinansin ito at nagpatuloy lang sa panonood sa ginagawa ni Danny. Hindi niya rin masagot ang katanungan nito. For the last 2 weeks, he had been spending time with Alex. At kahit alam niyang hindi siya kontento, sa ilang oras lang na magkasama ito, ay pinipilit niya ang sariling maghintay. Hindi pa rin nagbabago ang isip niya na pakasalan si Danny. Alam niyang hindi papayag ito, kaya hindi niya tinanong ito ulit. He just waiting for a perfect time where Danny can't say no to him. And maybe Arya's accusation has a little truth to it, though he doesn't refer to methods as blackmail. He look for his enemy's weakness, and he doesn't have the qualms to use it anytime he wants. Can you stop playing her? Danny might seem a strong woman in front of you, but beneath those hard shells, she's soft like a mellow. Danny's loyalty to her family is her fault, and time again, you use that for your own satisfactions. You wanted revenge? You dangled up with baits. You want to sleep with her? You threatened to expose Darren's infidelity? You want your son? You threaten her? I can't imagine what will be the next you demand. Mind your own business, sagot ni Lex. I can't, Lex. Dahil alam kong sasaktan mo lang si Danny. You left 5 years ago, and you had the audacity to seek revenge and blackmail Danny time and time again. Maybe before you pass judgment to anyone, you should do it to yourself. You are the reason of what Danny's gone through. Iniwan mo sila, at napunta siya kay Marcio. And I will forever hate you for that. Galit na wika nito. Hindi nito kailangang magtaas ng boses para malaman ni Lex ang galit nito sa kanya. Hindi si Lex makapaniwala sa narinig mula dito. Except for Danny, no one talked to him that way. Hindi niya napigilan ang sariling magalit dito. Wala itong alam sa totoong nangyari. He's not the one who left. Danny made her choice and so did Lex. Danny married someone of the same society standing. And Lex was not angry for that reason. Danny made him wish for a happy ending. Dahil kay Danny ay umasa siya na magkakaroon ng pamilya na kompleto at hindi katulad sa kanya, na ang magmahal ay hindi kahinaan. Nangarap siya hindi lang para sa sarili, kundi para na rin sa babaeng minahal niya. Parang sampal ang lahat sa kanya ng ilang oras siyang naghintay para dito, na akala niya ay kaya ni Danny na sumama sa kanya at iwan pansamantala ang pamilya nito. Dapat ay naisip niyang hindi pang habang buhay ang kasiyahan na natatamasa niya. Hindi sana siya nasaktan ng iwan ni Danny. Lex? Sabay sila na napatingin kay Danny nang magsalita ito. Nakakunot ang noo nito at nagpalipat-lipat ang tingin kay Lex at Arya. Sa sobrang lalim ng iniisip ni Lex, ay hindi na niya namalaya na nakalapit na pala si Danny sa kanila. What happened? And what are you doing here, Lex? Sunod-sunod na tanong nito. Walang mabuong salita sa utak ni Lex para sagutin ang katanungan nito. Arya made him look back at the past memories that he thought he forgets, but was only buried at the deepest part of his mind. We're discussing Lex flaws and superiority complex. Sagot ni Arya. Ngumiti ng matamis sa direksyon ni Lex. Nanlaki ang mata ni Danny at hindi makapaniwala sa sagot ng kaibigan. Nagtagis ang bagang ni Lex at alam niyang sinasadya siyang galitin ni Arya. Lex opened his mouth to answer his own version when Arya cut through. I will leave you two. Wika nito bago humarap kay Danny. Remember, you don't owe him anything. Bili nito bago iniwan silang dalawa. Okay, what happened back there, Lex? Tanong ni Danny nang makapasok sila sa opisina niya. Kanina niya ito kinukulit pero ilang beses siyang hindi sinasagot nito. Nagkibit balikat ito at ibinagsak ang katawan sa upuan. Naiinis na lumapit si Danny dito at nakapamaywang habang naghihintay sa sagot nito. Tumingala ito, tinignan si Danny. Napaatras si Danny sa nakita sa mga mata nito. Umiling siya at hindi makapaniwala sa pinapakita nito sa kanya. She acknowledged the attraction between them, and while Danny is doing her best to conceal it, Lex though doing the opposite. Napangiti ito at tinawag siyang duwag. Walang pakialam si Danny sa sasabihin nito. Sa tuwing bumibisita ito kay Alex ay pinipilit ni Danny na limitahan ang pag-uusap nila. Alam niyang huli na para iwasan ito dahil may nangyari sa kanila. Pero sa sitwasyon nila ay mabuting manatiling klaro ang relasyon nila sa isa't isa. They are Alex's parent. That's it. Walang sila. Hindi magiging sila. Kay Lex na mismo nagmula na hindi ito magmamahal ulit. At walang balak na pumasok sa isang relasyon, si Danny, o magpakasal kung isa lang ang nagmamahal. Napabuntong hininga ito at sumandal sa upuan. Your friend warned me not to hurt you, sagot nito. What? Hindi makapaniwalang tanong ni Danny. You heard it clearly, Danny. Don't make me repeat myself. Yes, but it doesn't make sense, sagot niya. Umayos ito ng pag-upo at tinitigan si Danny. She curled the finger on feet, trying not to be affected by Lex's gaze. That's not important right now. There's a reason of why I'm here, wika nito, at alam ni Danny na hindi ito ang gustong sabihin ni Lex kanina. Sa huli ay pinalampas na lamang niya ito at tumango upang sabihin dito na gusto niyang marinig ang rason nito. I want to take Alex on a trip. Isn't it what you're doing right now? Tanong niya na hindi maintindihan ang sinasabi nito. Umiling ito. No, it's not. It feels different. Constraints to be exact. I want to able to spend time with him and not just a few hours you're able to permit. I want to see him before he sleeps, to read him bedtime stories, to be there when he wakes up. Marami akong gustong gawin na hindi ko magawa ngayon. Your parents are watching my every move, waiting for me to fuck up. Napasinghap si Danny sa narinig at hindi makapaniwala sa mga salitang lumabas sa bibig ni Lex. She might sound biased, pero alam niyang hindi ganon klaseng tao ang magulang niya. They are kind and caring people. At alam ni Danny na hindi ganon ang ginagawa ng magulang niya. They are watching Lex, just like he said, pero ginagawa lamang ito ng magulang niya upang suportahan si Lex. They know that Lex has no knowledge when it comes to dealing with kids. Dahil sa kwento ito ni Danny sa magulang niya. And if it anything else, they like Lex. Hindi man direktang nagmula ito sa bibig ng magulang niya, pero nakita ito ni Danny sa mukha ng magulang sa tuwing sinusundo ni Lex si Alex. If you are still mad at me, Lex, leave my parents out of it. Hindi sila katulad ng iniisip mo. They are good people, at wala kang karapatan na pag-isipan sila ng ganon dahil hindi mo kilala ang magulang ko. Danny said strongly than she intended to. Tumingin siya sa ibang direksyon upang itago ang mukha niya at ang mga luhang nag-aambang pumatak. Alam niyang hindi lang dahil sa sinabi ni Lex ang dahilan kung umiiyak siya. For the last days ay sinubukan niyang huwag masaktan sa pinapakita ni Lex. Halos araw-araw niya itong nakikita sa bahay niya, pero hindi sila nagkakaroon ng pagkakataong makapag-usap. At alam ni Danny na kung hindi dahil kay Alex, ay hindi niya na ulit makikita ang lalaki. It was irrational, but Danny felt jealous of Lex's attention to their son. Gusto niyang pakitaan siya ni Alex ng ganong emosyon. At hindi lang dahil sa may pakinabang siya pagdating sa pangangailangan nito. Danny want to be cherished and treasured. At kahit alam niyang hindi kayang ibigay ni Lex iyon, ay umaasa pa rin siya. Kaya siya nasasaktan ng ganito ngayon. It might be harsh, but that's what I feel. Or wouldn't be asking you this. Hindi ganon kalaki ang hinihiling ko sa'yo, Danny. It's just a whole week. Paliwanag nito pero hinindihan kaagad ito ni Danny. Sobrang haba niyan, Lex. I can't. I mean, Alex will not find about it. Hindi pa kami nagkakalayo ng ganun katagal. Sagot ni Danny at hindi niya napigilan ang sariling malungkot nang maalala ang nakaraan. She was never a perfect mother to Alex. For the first few months after his birth, Danny was emotionally unavailable. Hindi naging madali para sa kanya ang kalimutan ang takot. Hindi lang sa ginawa ni Marcio sa kanya, kundi ang takot na rin dahil inakala niyang mawawala ang batang dinadala niya. Ang ina niya ang pumuno sa mga pagkukulang niya at nang maayos ni Danny ang sarili, ay tinulungan siya ng ina na ipagpatuloy ang nasimulan nito. It was not an easy feat, pero tinatagan ni Danny ang sarili para sa anak niya. There were times that she silently cried at night when Alex expressed his love to her and she felt guilty for it. That is why you are coming with me, solusyon nito. What? It would be good for Alex. Kahit sa ilang araw naming pagsasama, alam kong hindi pa rin ito ganun kakomportable sa akin. Wika nito at nakita ni Danny na mahirap para dito, na sabihin na hindi pa ganun katibay ang koneksyon nila ng anak. Lex, I can't just leave my work on a whim. I'm busy right now. Are you working on a new magazine? Hindi niya inaasahan ang pag-iiba nito ng paksa. No. So why are you shooting different model? Ilang sandaling hindi makapagsalita si Danny. Iilang tao lamang ang nakakalam sa bagong project niya for the reason that she don't want to expect too much. Lalo na't hindi maiintindihan ng iba ang ipinaglalaban niya. The reality is that the victim of the abuse were more afraid to show than those abuser. Maraming katanungan ang nalalabi. Maraming tanong ang mabubuo. Sa huli ay kasalanan ng biktima kung bakit ito nagsumbong kaagad o bakit nanatili pa ito sa isang abusive na relasyon. It's just a side project. Sagot niyang hindi nag-imbita ng iba pang katanungan. Mukhang nakuha naman ni Lex ang gusto niyang ipahiwatig dahil hindi na ito nagtanong tungkol sa project niya. I will expect you to be ready then. We will leave the next day. Make sure you are done with your side project. Hindi makapaniwala si Danny sa narinig at galit na nilapitan ito. Are you out of your mind? I can't finish this in just 2 days. Then give it to someone, he suggested as her work was such a trivial matter. No. Then it will be me and Alex. Lex, you can't just take Alex away. And I haven't talked to him. Paano kung ayaw niyang pumayag? She asked, holding the last strand of hope that Lex might delay his decision. Ngumiti si Lex at alam ni Danny na hindi niya nagugustuhan ang isasagot nito. I already talked to him. He is excited, Danny. He goaded her. Oh my God, Lex. You truly are a cunning, manipulative bastard. Say what you want to say, but Alex looking forward to spend time on the beach. Nasa sayo ang desisyon kung sasama ka ba o hindi. Hindi na nito hinintay ang sagot ni Danny at iniwan siya nito na nakasunod lang ang tingin. Lex looked at the smiling face of Rayo on his laptop screen. Twice a week, they're having a conference meeting to discuss changes and updates of the deals that they are working. Presidents of each company are required to be in this meeting. Also, this is an easy way to offer advice and track the progress for those who are based overseas. But instead of Felix Aragon presided the meeting, si Rayo ang nakaupo sa upuan nito. Napaisip si Lex kung ano ang dahilan. Bago niya lang nakausap ang lolo at maayos naman ito, kaya hindi niya maintindihan kung bakit wala ito ngayon. Marahil ay sinusubukan nito si Lex. Of course, Rayo had the right to inherit the business. After all, he's also an Aragon, the only son of Robert Aragon, Lex's father, dead brother. Rayo is more than qualified compared to Lex. Nakapagtapos ito ng kolehiyo, pero hindi kaagad ito nagtrabaho sa kumpanya. He traveled the world until he met his wife, Haro. But Lex had the experience of handling a multi-billion company. The meeting proceeds with the usual. Each company heads reporting the progress and the target projection before the end of the quarter, discussing profits and looking for other deals and business acquisitions. Lex, though, was spacing out. and only speaks when he needed to. The meeting ends and Lex almost let out a sigh of relief if only Ryo ends the call. But the man just stared at him while a playful smile on his face. "You might be wondering why am I here?" Tanong nito. Bihasa na ito sa pagsasalita ng Ingles kahit pa man sa Japan ito pinanganak at lumaki. Pero naroon pa rin ang accent pag nagsasalita ito. Nagkibit balikat si Lex. Of course, he is curious, pero hindi siya ganun kaapektado. Tumawa ito na nagpainis kay Lex. He hated him for taking everything for granted, while he on the other hand need to work twice. No, thrice as hard, as the man to get where he is today. Alam ni Lex na hindi nito kasalanan na pinanganak si Lex na mahirap at iniwan sila ng ama. He is just lucky to have parents who love and supported him. Well, the old man needs to do something, but don't look alarmed. I'm not taking over yet. I'm not, kampanteng sagot ni Lex. You are not capable of taking charge of the AAA holdings. Wika ni Lex pero imbis na magalit ito ay tinawanan lang siya ni Ryo. I know that. Seryosong sagot nito bago tumikhim. Anyway, what's up? You look happy. Nagulat si Lex sa sinabi nito. Hindi niya inaasahan na sasabihin ito ng pinsan. They don't have that kind of relationship. Lex opened his mouth and ready to say that mind your own business. But ever since knowing Alex, he developed a new perspective. Lalo na nang tanungin siya ng anak kung saan ang pamilya niya. Of course, no way that he will introduce Alejandro to his son. But his grandfather and Ryo are different. They might not see eye to eye, but Ryo is kind and a good father to his children. But of course, Lex doesn't soften up to reveal his feeling to his cousin. He masks his expression, not letting Ryo to read another more. Is this a woman? Did you finally found your bride? Natatawang wika nito. Of course not. I already told the man that I will not marry because he says so. But there's a woman, right? Mind your own fucking business. Tinawanan lang siya nito at walang nagawa si Lex, kundi ang umiling na lang. Even when the screen turned dark, Lex keeps staring on the screen and a smile on his face.